Hi, so I am doing my second part of my sit-ups. I'm doing it in the morning. I've already done my 25 sit-ups. I'm going to do 33 now. I'm finding that I'm getting tight inside, not inside, underneath my breasts here. It's starting to get tighter, and before I was noticing that it was a little lackadaisical. So it's starting to work. I've been doing this now for about a week, going on a week. I do 25 and then I do 33 in the afternoon, but I've decided to do it all right now. So I've already done 25. I'm going to do 33 now, but I was watching an article on the internet about dental fluorisis. It's your teeth when you've got too much fluoride in your system, and it actually affects your teeth. And I'm having problems with my teeth, and the problems I'm having were attributed to gingivitis. But I've never had any problems with my teeth my whole life. I don't even have a cavity. I have one filling, and that's from a cracked tooth I had when I had a car accident. So it's kind of right? So I've been looking at this, and I researched it. Said if you have high blood pressure, it will affect your teeth over time and your eyesight and things like that. But then I kind of thought that just doesn't sound right to me. Something about that's off. And so something came up on the internet about a dental fluorisis, and it's where you've got too much fluoride in your system, and it starts to erode your teeth, and that's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's what I feel is happening. So I'm not sure if there's a test that you can get to check it. I'm pretty sure there would be a test, but it's kind of like overwhelming because there's fluoride in everything. I found out there's fluoride in our food. There is actually fluoride in our food that we buy at the store. It just blows me away. They figure out a way to get it into our systems, and it was introduced into our water many years ago. It was introduced into our water because it was an off product of something that they were making, a pesticide or something. It was off product, and they had to get rid of it, and there was no way to get rid of it, so they introduced it into our water system. But they also found out that fluoride introduced into your dental care will prevent cavities, right? But a percentage of it. And in some countries, they have actually banned it in the water. But in the country I'm in, of course, we're last up on the pump all the time, right? So the countries that I think have banned it are over in Europe. So it kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it? Yeah, kind of makes you wonder. They banned it over there, but they haven't banned it over here. And what they're saying is that it's okay. It's okay because we only put a certain amount in the water. Well, it doesn't matter if you put 7% or 70% over a period of time. That is going to affect the population, right? And so we don't have dental care. What are you trying to do? Is it overpopulation that bad that you're going to try to get us through our teeth? You know what I'm saying? So I'm a little bit pissed. I'm a little bit upset. I'm a little bit confused. What's the point of having fluoride in our water? Listen, just stay away from the damn sugar. I don't want your fluoride. I don't want your chemicals in my body. It's ridiculous. It's crazy what yous are putting, whoever it is, the powers that be, are putting into our system, putting in through the water, the food we eat, the water we drink, okay, the makeup we use. I mean, there is aluminum in eyeshadow. Seriously, yeah, and I'm allergic to that. So back in the day, I always wondered why I got phlebitis, why my eyes swell up. Well, that's because I was allergic to the stuff that was in the eyeshadow. So I have stopped using it. I use nothing like that. I use a little bit of eyeliner and organic lipsticks. Nothing else. Absolutely nothing else. I got a cat that's going a little bazonkers over there. Anyway, so I'm going to do my sit-ups. I don't wash my hair a lot because, of course, there's stuff in the shampoo that I can't use. And so I haven't been using it. So I wash my hair. It's not my hair's not dirty. It's not dirty. I wash it once a week with organic shampoo and conditioner. Okay. So, but I do have to wet it because I have curly hair, right? So I wet it. And then I was thinking, well, geez, I'm wetting it right from the tap. right from the tap. So that absorbs. And now they're finding out that Alzheimer's can be caused by fluorisis. Too much fluoride. The fluoride is like getting into their brains. Well, yeah. Because, if you're in long-term care and you have a caregiver come in and they wash your hair, they use the soap that's got the sulfate in it. They use the water that's got the fluorine in it. That's what they got. That's what they use, right? And so it absorbs through the skin. And an elderly person's skin is a lot thinner than our skin is. I mean, I'm an elderly person, but I don't have thin skin. But when you get to a certain age, your skin is thin, right? And so it absorbs a lot quicker. And no wonder we have a rising amount of Alzheimer's and dementias, because the shit that's going into our systems from I don't know who's in charge of this. I really don't know. But, I'm kind of thinking that it sure as hell ain't us. It sure as hell ain't us, because we're the ones that are dying off like fleas. And we're the ones that are getting Alzheimer's and dementias and things like that. But it's not too often you hear anything about, someone who's in a position of power coming down with these type of things, right? So kind of makes you wonder. I mean, I might just be one of those, what do they call them, conspiracy theorists. But anyway, just a little bit of information out there, because, eventually we're not going to be able to say anything about anything. I read an article about the fact that there are dyes in books. They found, the bigwigs found that there are toxic dyes in books that were like centuries old. So any books from the past are literally being destroyed because the dyes in those books are toxic. So like pretty soon we're not even going to be able to access a book to read. Like everything's going to be online, and it's going to be online because you know what? They found toxins in the dyes that they're using in these books. Like, so you know what I'm saying? So is there anything that we do that cannot be controlled by those in a position of power, or perhaps those who are pushing these toxins to make their money, to pad their bank account? Is there any place that we are safe from this? Is there any place? Can we go back? Can we go back a couple of centuries and maybe, lose some of these positive attributes that have come with modern society? I doubt it. Anyway, I'm going to get my sit-ups done. So I have 33 to do. So let's get on these. I mean, it's because I did 25 already, and this is my 33. So, yeah, but I can feel it in my core. It feels good. It feels great. I'm getting my blood moving through my veins, and I don't want to have that stagnant blood in my veins. So getting it moving is, kind of getting that oxygen through my body. So I'm good with that. I'm good with that. And now I got to take a little bit of a break, and then I'll be able to have my coffee with cinnamon. This morning I'm not having it with cream. I'm going to use cinnamon in it to get rid of some of the inflammation. Now, I ate quinoa yesterday. And although it's apparently non-gluten, I found that there was a little bit of inflammation this morning. So, it could just be a change in the diet, but it turned out good. It tastes really good. So also, I found out something before I go about sprouts. And apparently, and I knew this because I've done research on it, so beans or peas or anything like that has got lectins in it. And so in order to get rid of the lectins, you got to cook it at a high temperature and then cool it down, right, to get rid of those lectins. However, when you're sprouting, it's different. The lectins are still there, okay? You're literally growing the bean. And what I was growing is the brown lentils. And so I'm a little concerned about this because it said that the lectins are still in the sprouts, and that, I mean, basically, in order to get rid of the lectins, you have to cook it at a very high heat. Well, I wanted to eat it raw. I wanted the sprouts to be put into my stir fries, but not cooked. Like, I normally would just steam something that I would put into my stir fries, right? I wouldn't take, I won't boil carrots. I will steam them with my rice or whatever I'm having in my stir fry. And so obviously the sprouts are not going to be cooked at a high temperature if they're just, kind of like basically like steamed, like warmed up a bit, right? So yeah, so I'm a little concerned about that because lectins will cause like tons of inflammation, tons and tons and tons of inflammation. So I got to find someone, I'd love to talk to a nutritionist, someone who knows about these things. So I'm going to have to do a little bit of research until such a time as I find out about that. I won't be doing the sprouts. I did try to grow them. I grew them for, I think it was over a week, and it didn't work for me. And it said that apparently they won't sprout if the beans or the lentils are too old. They won't sprout. Yeah, so maybe I had a bad batch. I'm not really sure because I did get it. I think I got it in a gift package, the bag of lentils. I'm not sure, but they might have been too old. I did get some sprouts, but not a lot of sprouts. So that's kind of gone by the wayside, but it was something that I wanted to try. I attempted and it didn't work for me. So anyway, I'm done with the sit-ups and I'm going to take a break and do a little bit of yoga and listen to some meditative music. And I shall see you in the next video. The good Lord be willing.